Hello developers, welcome back to our channel. My name is Harish Kumar. In the previous video we have learned how to use the PropTypes library to validate props in React. We have looked at examples for PropTypes string, number, ensuring that our components receives the right data types. Now here is the thing. The PropTypes library is not just about strings and numbers. It's a powerful tool that offers a variety of options for checking prop types, providing us the flexibility and control over the data flow into our components. In the PropTypes documentation right here, PropTypes library provides various type checking options. It provides type checking for array, big int, boolean, function, number, objects, and so on. Here you can find a range of prop types to suit different scenarios. Today in this video we will focus on custom prop validation. I also wanted to take a quick moment to thank all of you who have shown incredible support for my ebook JavaScript, a comprehensive guide from ES 2015 to ES 2023. Your response has been truly amazing. If you haven't gotten your copy yet, this ebook is your one-stop shop to learn everything JavaScript from ES 2015 to the latest ES 2023 features. It's packed with explanations, examples, and best practices to help you master the language. This ebook is designed for all levels, so whether you are a beginner or an experienced developer, you will find value in it. So why wait? Grab your copy today from the link in the video description, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more JavaScript content. So let's get started. The first question is why custom prop validation matters. While prop types offer a wide range of built-in options for prop checking in React, there are scenarios where custom prop validation becomes necessary. Custom prop validation allows developer to go beyond basic data type checking and implement application-specific rules and constraints. Custom prop validation gives us the extra level of control and customization. To perform custom prop validation, we can use the PropTypes object and create our own validator function. Let's suppose in this user card component, these score props represent a numeric value within a specific range. We can create a custom validator for that. So here let's create a function. Let's say function name is valid score, and this function I'm going to accept arguments props, comma, prop name and component name. Now for this score, instead of this PropTypes.number, here we can pass our custom validator is valid score. Next, this props variable is an object that contains all the props attribute passed to this user card component. This prop name is a string that contains the prop name, in our case that is score, and this component name is also string that contains a component name, in our case that is user card. Next here const value is equal to this props, and then we will pass the prop name in square bracket to access the value of the score. Next, const min value, score minimum value is 10, and similarly const max value is 100. And next here I will check if type of this value is not equal to number. So if it is non-number, or the value is less than min value, this variable, or value is greater than max value, in that case we are going to return error. So return new error, and here we will pass in backtick invalid prop in single quotes dollar prop name, this variable, and then supplied to dollar this component name. Next we will specify please provide a numeric value between dollar in curly braces min value and in dollar curly braces max value. It is done. That is all we need. Next, in the app.jsx, here we have provided score 324. Now if we go to browser, open the inspect tool, console, refresh, here we get error, failed prop type, invalid prop score, supplied to user card, please provide a numeric value between 10 and 100. Great. Let's provide a value between 10 and 100. Let's say 45. Save. Back to browser. Refresh. The error is gone. Let's pass value below 10. Let's say 5. Back to browser. Again we get error, invalid prop score, supplied to user card. The same error we have specified right here, which is providing a better documentation for our prop type. Let's see here one more example. Here let's say we want to validate this email. So here we will create another validator function. Function is valid email. It is going to accept same these arguments. So let's copy this and paste it here. Next here let me paste a snippet to validate email. In this snippet we are going to use this regular expression. Here we tested the regular expression with this prop value. If this regular expression fails, then it's going to return error. Invalid prop, then prop name passed to this component expected valid email. Next copy this validator function name, and here instead of this prop type string we will pass is valid email function name. Here this prop is a user object. So in the app component, here we need to pass a user object. So const user is equal to an object. It has name Harish and score any random value, and email is any random text. Now let's pass this user object right here. So here user is equal to in curly braces user. Now back to browser, refresh. Here we get error, failed prop type, invalid prop email passed to user card, expected valid email. Now let's pass a valid email, harish@example.com. Back to browser, refresh. Now invalid email prop is fixed, but here we have another prop error, invalid prop score. This one score is below 10. So let's fix this. Let's add 15. Refresh. It is fixed. Now you have good understanding how to use custom validator. Now let's refactor these. Let's move these validator into another files so we can reuse them in another components also. So let's create a new folder. Let's name it utils, and in this folder here I am going to create a new file, custom prop validators.js. Now in this JavaScript file, let's copy these custom validator functions and paste that here. Next we are going to export them. So export function is valid email. Similarly here export function is valid score. Next in the user card, here we are going to import from utils custom validator. Here we are going to import is valid email and is valid score. This is all we need. Next let's see this in the browser if it is working fine. Refresh. In the console we do not have any error, and in the app.jsx let's change this score value below 10. Let's say 5. Back to browser. Here we have invalid prop score supplied to user card. Undo this. Similarly for this email also, any random string. Now we have invalid prop email passed to this user card. Great. Now we can reuse these custom validator functions in any React component. You can create validators for various scenarios, from complex data structure to business logic validations. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more React tutorials, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thanks for watching. Happy coding.